Hello and welcome to another video. So this is the final of the starter deck roundup as far as the actual decks go. We've now done box openings, we've done games, now we've done all the deck reviews as of this video. So this is going to round out all of what I can do with the starter decks. We've covered absolutely everything I can think of, other than of course modifying them, which will probably be one of the next steps. It'll be working out how to combine which cards with what and which Bakugan with what to improve these decks in a way that I'm happy with, my partner's happy with, or you guys might be happy with. So we'll get right into this and start this off. Hopefully everything runs smoothly for us. We will just, of course, adapt. There we go. So the first card is of course the character cards, the Howlkor Ultra with a 300B and a 4 damage, which is not bad, and then a helix of a +4. You do run double helix with this, which is really nice. So getting 8 damage out of the base Howlkor Ultra is really good if you can pull it off. Then the Dragonoid, which is a 200B, 5 attack, actually a really weak B power but quite a good attack stat, with a, of course, Red Fist and Green Fist. And the Pegatrix, which is one of my favorite characters next to probably Drago and Howlkor. They're some of the more interesting cards. This is, of course, a double Green Fist, 600B as all Aurelius, whatever, I think it's Aurelius is pronunciation. Bakugan and Earth, they're quite high in B power, and it gets another plus 300 from a green core, which typically gives you B power as well, so you can easily get this thing over 1,000 very quickly. And it does give you plus 400, plus 4 attacks, sorry, and I think, the Green Fists are actually damage based, so it actually increases damage easier, just off the top of my head. So the actual first card for the 40 card deck is Philharmonia Dusk, which is a 6 energy card. It is a hero card. It's Domination. If your Bakugan are holding the most cores, this costs 3 less to play, so it does come down to a 3 cost. And it is a 200 plus B to your Bakugan. It's a permanent increase, which is a very, very solid card to play if you can get that thing out. Then we have a Shine, which is the 3 energy plus 5 damage. Pretty straightforward card, to be honest. Consort, attach a Howlkor from your field to an open Bakugan. Another really good card, really good if you want to stay ahead in Howlkors, and really good to counter your opponent. Gives you a decent chance at winning the games. Then we have Light's Courage, which is a 2 energy card for plus 400B. If your Bakugan holds the most Howlkors, plus 800 instead. It does look like Haos mostly focuses on the domination abilities, which is not a huge surprise. Then we have a Stoic Shot, which is a 2 energy draw card. Domination for Bakugan had the most core Howlkors, holds the most Howlkors, sorry. Draw 2 cards instead. So again, focusing on the domination and most Howlkors, no surprise that they are getting basically double their effects. And for a 3 energy cost, Blinding Gleam, minus 3 fist to an enemy Bakugan, or plus 3 to one of your Bakugan. This is actually a negative and positive card, which is really good. You're able to use this both on your team to boost or your opponent's team to negative. So not a bad way to counter, especially if you don't have many cards left in your deck in the late game and you think your flips are just out. Titan Howlkor Ultra, the Evo card for, of course, our character card. It is a 5 energy Evo with a B power of 1,300. I think this is actually the strongest B power Evo out of all 3 starters. I may be wrong, someone will probably correct me if I am. But I believe that's the case. It's definitely a really strong B power and a good attacker, with, of course, its helix of plus 6, making this, if you can land on a single helix, which can give you some decent buffs as well, will give you a base of 1,300B and 11 attack, making it a very solid contender against opponents. Then we have Inferno Wings, the 3 energy Pyrus card, plus 300B, remove all Howlkors enemy Bakugan hold and negate their effects. I actually don't mind this. Removing all is actually a really solid way to do things. Plusing B to yourself also gives you an advantage, so I usually would play this as a counter card. That's usually what I would use it as, to stop my opponent from getting extra B power out of things. Then we have Fierce Boost. I mean, also, Inferno Wings, actually, going back to the card, would work really well against the team attack, removing all their effects. So Fierce Boost is a 2 energy card. It is a plus 200B. Fury, if you have no cards in your hand, plus 600B instead. So these cards, the Fury Boost, there's actually a couple more, actually rely on, of course, having no cards in your hand. That's what Fury does. It is that's effect. It looks like the Pyrus faction is going to be using that to some extent. Then we have Magma Boost, plus 700B and 4 energy costs, so a pretty straightforward B power boost. Then Hot Potato, a 2 energy, remove an enemy Bakugan's Howlkor and negate its effects. You return the Howlkor onto the field face down. Not bad, being able to return the enemy Howlkors. Again, a great counter card. Cycling Warmth is a 2 energy plus 2, then return this to the bottom of your deck. Basically infinite recycle. Cycling Warmth, really good. I like to have a card that can recycle itself reasonably cheaply. Then we have Molten Helix, a 4 energy card, plus 2 damage, and Double Strike, meaning you actually double your attack. You don't get to attack twice, but you double your attack. So another really solid card. It is basically ideal for its cost. Meteoric Lance is a 5 energy, of course, plus 11. So this is an insane power booster card. A bit high cost energy though, especially for this deck. Definitely only really used in the late game. Drago's Fury is a 2 energy plus 4. Fury if you have no cards in your hand, plus Double Strike. So this one is another Double Striker card. And then we have the Hyper Dragonoid. I do think you only get one in this deck, at least I believe that's all I've got here. I'll have to double check the deck, but I think that's all that it comes with it. It is a plus 400B Evo, plus 6 damage, and it gets a plus 300B and plus 3 damage on a Red Fist, and it is a 1 cost Evo. Very, very cheap card. Then we also have the Hyper Pegatrix, which is a 3 energy card for 1100 B power and 6 damage with a plus 500 B on a Green Fist. Really solid again. This is probably one of the better big hitter decks as far as they go, and you do get 2 Hyper Pegatrix. It also, Aurelis has no action cards at this point. There's only Evos, I think, and character cards as far as they go. Flip, we actually have Stand Together, which is a 4-drop effect for stop non-Haos domination if you're back on hold the most Howlkors. This is free, so Stand Together is actually a very respectable flip card. Then we have Halt Unknown, which is Stop Darkus or Aquas. So another pretty solid flip card, considering it is a 1-cost card. Then we have Halt Outsiders. It is a 3-cost Stop Non-Haos Bakugan. Block Growth, which is Stop Aquas and Ventus. It's another cost 1, another really nice cheap one. Block Outsiders, which is the, of course, Pyrus stop card. For flips, 3-cost and Stop Non-Pyrus. Now we will take a look at the Howlkors that come with this, of course. So, first up we have the Helix, which is a +1 Frost Strike. So this actually gives you a chance to get Frost Strike. Really solid. Being able to slow your opponent's, of course, flips down. The second Helix is a plus 300B, plus 3 attack. This is the one you want to hit when you got those Helix buffs. Really good. Then we have the first Green Fist, a plus 150B, plus 2 attack. Very average Green Fist. A plus 1 attack. Actually, I think this is probably a really weak Green Fist overall. And a plus 50B, plus 2, another really weak Green Fist. I would definitely replace all the Green Fists in this with more decent, powerful ones. So the last one is, of course, the Red Fist, 150B, plus 4 attack, which I think is pretty average for a Red Fist overall. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. It's a lot of fun to make these, as they do go pretty well, and they're pretty fun decks. They all work really nicely and all have their unique spins on them, giving you a taste of pretty much everything Bakugan could possibly give you at this point. So if you guys did enjoy this video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more content. You will find any information you ever could want in the links in the description below related to me and my channel. If you want more Bakugan videos, be sure to comment and tell me, because I want to keep these up. These are a lot of fun and I'm really enjoying the game so far. So until next time, guys, see ya.